Guess what time it is?
It's showtime.
Earlier this month, I decided to take a little vacation down to Orlando. I spent the weekend hanging out with one of my best friends where we had one big goal in mind for our first full day: going to Universal Studios and checking out Halloween Horror Nights. It was my first time attending HHN as well as my first time at Universal in about a decade, so I knew I was in for quite a treat with all the decorations and park changes since my last visit. And to my surprise, the crowds were busy. Granted, it was a Friday after all, and this was about mid-afternoon, early evening that we were arriving, but there was a constant influx of people leaving to go home for the day, and people coming in to attend Halloween Horror Nights. I think we waited about an hour, hour and a half before gates opened, and let me tell you, it was quite the spectacle when they were just hyping it up with a little pre-show before letting us all in.
I'll wait.
Once we scanned our passes and made our way through the gates, we were greeted to a whole new world. There were statues and pillars everywhere, people in costume. It was a lot, and I just had to take a moment to take it in while we booked it straight to the back and made our way towards our very first haunted house that we wanted to hit that day.
Okay, so me and my boy Sam, we made it out of the Terrifier house. First house we did at Halloween Horror Nights, and my God, that was a thrill. Genuinely, that had me on my toes.
I almost punched your little girl.
We almost like swung at the scare actors. They did a really good job, by the way. And yeah, we ended up taking the wet path, which honestly didn't get as wet as we thought we were. But yeah, we're starting the bar off high.
After that, we decided to stay with the group of four who had quote-unquote adopted us and followed with them out of Terrifier up through the main part of the park and snaked our way into Springfield, where we walked through another scare zone and laughed as everyone was getting jumped by the scare actors. And after that, we got in line for the very next house we went to.
House number 2 done. It was Dead Dolls or something like that. Not as scary as Terrifier was, but I was holding on for dear life just because I hate jump scares. Those of you who know me know I don't do good with jump scares, but we survived.
After a pit stop in the Men in Black Alien Attack gift shop and a much-needed bathroom break after 2 houses, we got in line for the Fallout Haunted House, which was arguably one of the longest waits we had of the night, given how popular it was. We spent probably an hour waiting in line, and also there was a lot of drunk people. Not me. I only had a high noon at most. By the way, I am 22, so it's perfectly okay for me to drink. Do not drink if you're underage. After quite the extensive wait, we finally made it to the front of the line and were able to experience the fun, weird world of Fallout.
Alright, y'all. Literally just got out of Fallout. Honestly, it wasn't that scary. There are a few moments that made me jump, but low-key, that's just how jump scares are. However, definitely a fun one. It was really cool to see, especially because I've seen a lot of Fallout material around. I haven't properly played a game or watched the show, but I thought it was really cool. I've seen Fallout imagery everywhere because I know people who play Fallout. That was definitely a good one and a nice little breather if you're trying to de-escalate from scary stuff like Terrifier. So yeah, it was great.
It was by this point in the night that me and my buddy had just decided we needed a break from haunted houses, so we decided to walk around the scare zones a little more, mostly to get B-roll for this video, and we ended up doing some cool things like running into the grabber from the Black Phone 2, and I even had a chance to stop and get myself a proper drink, which, again, just a reminder, 21 plus only, do not drink if you're underage, just to make that crystal clear. Speaking of Crystal, our next stop was Camp Crystal Lake and the home of Jason Voorhees.
Okay, we just made it out of our 4th house. Finally, after a long wait, we made it out of Jason Universe.
It was funny as hell. He got scared so much. I was laughing
Shut
the
up,
whole
shut
fucking
up.
time.
No, debatable. Deniability on that part. But it was really fun because I'm wearing my Camp Crystal Lake counselor t-shirt, you know, one of my favorite Halloween shirts. There was a section with Pamela Voorhees, like, the actor jumped at me because she saw my shirt and was, like, playing into it. It was a lot of fun. It, like, definitely not the most, it wasn't that intense, still really cool.
It was by this point that we knew we had to rush to get to the last house because it was 12:30 in the morning and the park closed at 2 a.m. So we took it upon ourselves to beeline it across the park from Jason Universe back to where we started for the very last haunted house of our night. And let's just say, we didn't come for the pizza.
Okay, fantastic news. Night's over. We finished it off we survived Five Nights at Freddy's. It actually was probably, in terms of like how tame it was, it's up there with Fallout. Like, Fallout was not that terrifying. Sure, there's a few moments that make you jump a little, but if you just think of it as just being like you're walking through the movie, it's fine. It was not bad. A lot of jump scares, mostly just by ghost kids, but great way to end my night at Halloween Horror Nights. For those of you who managed to tough out watching me vlog my entire journey through each of the houses, I applaud you. And yeah, this was a lot of fun.
And on that note, we bring this video to a close. Cheers everyone, and have yourselves a very happy Halloween.